The total votes counted were 50,256.
At the 2017 general election in Mansfield, Labour were mistakenly declared the winners instead of actual winner, Conservative Ben Bradley. Clearly an unintentional accident, but a mistake seemingly born from habit. Local filmmaker Jay Martin has now made a documentary about what caused Mansfield to end 94 consecutive years of red rule and vote Conservative for the first time in their history.
I'd always wanted to make a film that sort of told the history of Mansfield as an ex-pit town, you know, the miners' strikes back in the 70s and the 80s, Thatcherism, and how the town had sort of changed throughout the years, really, you know, sort of a then and now story of Mansfield. But then in 2017, when we underwent this huge political change in Mansfield, I saw an opportunity to sort of combine two stories together, one being the history and the heritage of Mansfield as an ex-coalfield town, and, you know, sort of a Labour dynasty, I suppose, for almost 100 years. And then this really interesting political tale of the almost perfect storm of factors that aligned to turn Mansfield from red to blue, and sort of combine those two together.
The documentary has been 3 years in the making and includes contributions from key local political and business figures.
That's it then, so you don't split the vote, there's us all there. No, that sign down there says it all. He split the vote.
As well as Mansfield voters discussing their ballot box decisions.
I should imagine that most of former Labour voters that voted for Tory did so with a heavy heart.
For me, it was a lot of research, you know, a lot of scrolling around the internet, looking for articles, jumping on social media to actually see what people thought at the time when it initially happened. So that was the initial research period. Once I'd sort of got my cast of important characters together, then it was a case of approaching people. And then when it came to filming the documentary, sort of shortening that list of cast down to really the essential bare bones people that had a direct impact on why Mansfield changed from red to blue.
The film also explores last year's Christmas election that saw Mansfield remain Conservative and Ashfield vote Tory for the first time in 40 years. Jay believes the film has the potential to attract both national and local attention, as local political events have mirrored recent national trends.
Telling the story of, you know, the first blue brick in the red wall is a really important one, because it sets the precedent for factors that were important for us and why we changed blue. But that also sort of sets a benchmark for other ex-coal areas. The Ashfield bowls over, Mansfield ourselves. Come the next election, now that we've not got Brexit as a dominating factor, it will be really fascinating to see if towns like Mansfield do stay blue, or if we actually flip back to Labour rule.
The film is called Red to Blue and is now officially completed, with preparations being made to organise a local cinema premiere in line with COVID-19 mass gathering rules in the near future. Johnny Burke, Mansfield 103.2 News.